Good morning, people. I'm gassed up a little bit more. I think I might go and do a little bit of a what do you call it? A calculation on what I actually spend on gas every week or every month, because it's getting expensive. Yeah, I missed out on another 2 days of discount days. With the cheapest one we have over in New Zealand is Gull, which is New Zealand owned, I think. So I just missed out on that one. I'm like, oh well, because I wasn't watching my phone. I do get phone prompts about when they have the gas cheaper and stuff like that. But yeah, and also I because I put everything in the car back again and I'm on the road again. After my repair, I had I've got a brand new radiator, and the hosting as well is brand new. So today I'm working tonight. It's a Saturday. I haven't got anything to do today, so I'm just gonna roam around a bit, do a little bit of shopping, make sure I've got a few snacks for tonight, because we're doing an overnighter, which is not a big one, but yeah, picking up a few more trucks. And I've last night I was actually, it's really what you up against when you drive gear, like gear changes that you're not used to. So I had a Scania the other day. Beautiful truck, and but it had a different gear change again, because I'm not a class 5. I'm not used to the heavy trucks, but this one, that was interesting. So I did a little bit of study on YouTube. Oh man, what would I do without YouTube? What would I do without YouTube? And I did a little bit of a study on basically a refresher on split boxes and gear, split gears and stuff like that. And because I got a split gear box at night time, and I went like, because I haven't really read on it too much, and I haven't really driven any of those. And I went like, I got it at night time. I couldn't see what was there. So I struggled for a few miles, and I went like, oh no, I'll put it aside. Took my phone, took a picture of the top of the knob, basically like, and then put it in front of me like, this is what it's. So I had to sort of, I drive a lot of trucks, but they're quite easy, like the Japanese and the Chinese trucks that we have on this side, the UDs, the Mitsubishis, the Isuzus, are really easy to drive. But then you get a Scania or a Volvo, and then you go like, oh, the split gears, this and that, and I am not used to it. Like we got a Scania at work, which is a bus, which is a pre-select, and the guys who are usually driving the split gears and stuff like that, they go like, oh, I won't touch that one. That's what I'm used to. So, and I go like, oh, no, it's too hard. And I'm just, I find it really easy to drive, you know. So it's what you're used to, So the split shifts and stuff like that is sort of new to me. Well, yeah, even in Europe, I didn't drive any split gears. It was just a normal, normal gearboxes. Well, gear changes, so we'll put it that way. So, you know, I'm starting to sort of read up on it on YouTube and yeah. So I'm a bit more prepared on the other night because it was dark and I went like, what the hell is this? And I said to the guy from the studio, I said, is this a split box? Yes. Okay. Oh well. I'll just gotta roll with the punches, I suppose. But yeah, I must admit, in the first 2 kilometers, I just went like, it didn't work out well. Now it does, because I did the rest of the few miles that I had to do. It's quite nice, and I went like, yeah, I can do this. That's good. So it's something new. So something challenging. Yes. Yeah. So, but what I wanted to actually talk about, because I got sidetracked, we're about talking about trucks. I just had this box, and because I emptied it out all because of the repair on my car. I didn't. I do that for safety reasons. You know, there's so much stuff in the car basically that whenever I go to the garage, I just empty it out completely. And I have a garage for it, so that's good. And what I found is, because you can go into the box upstairs, when you buy one of those boxes, after a few weeks, empty it out and tighten the screws and stuff a little bit, because it wiggles around and stuff like that. And I was really happy that I did empty it out, and found out that I can actually tighten it up a bit, so it doesn't start moving around basically on top of your car. So yes, it's just one of those tips, like when you buy one of those boxes, install it, but after a few weeks, empty it out, redo the screws a bit, and tighten it up a bit, because they sort of move around a bit and then they settle. And then I'm gonna do it again in about 2 or 3 weeks. Empty it out and do it again, and then it should be fine after that. But it does move around a bit in the beginning, because it sort of settles into a position, especially when you got the cable ones. You're like, I got the cable one, little cable that goes around the bar. It's not like a pin or something. Yeah, anybody who's got a toolbox or a pro storage or whatever, yeah, you really gotta, after a few miles, just check it, tighten it up a bit, and then you're fine, because you don't want that thing loose on your, or being able to move around on the top of your box when you do 100k an hour on the motorway. These guys, I'm just checking these guys if they're gonna take the pedestrian crossing or not, but they weren't. All right, that's something that came up to me when I was at the petrol station. And we're like, oh yeah, I should actually tell my YouTube people about that, because it's very important. Don't just think like, I'm gonna install it, put it there and leave it, because you move around a lot with your car, and you bumped, and you know, you go through bumps, and you go through gravel roads and all sorts of stuff. it needs to be tightened up later. Okay? Hey, now the handy tip. There you go. I just arrived at Pack and Save, which is my favorite supermarket. Hoi.